And we are live. What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. This is just an experiment. We're gonna have a Christmas Coliseum. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but decided to have a Christmas Coliseum too. Any brothers want to stop by on Christmas? Hope everybody's doing all right today. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. And if you're so inclined, hit the Cash App to support the show. What's good, Detroit 313? Hope you're having a good Merry Christmas. No, I am. Salute to the brothers coming in, but yeah, the links pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to come up, you can do so. But yeah, anyway, I've been going around YouTube, TikTok, watching these heifers still cry about Simone Biles' relationship, and as I stated a couple days ago on my stream, these heifers worried about Simone Biles, and she's probably somewhere now, sitting on his lap, sitting on that brother's lap, having enjoying themselves. So they appear to be a happy couple, and it kind of shows. Unfortunately, it kind of shows the dysfunction of the black communities because unfortunately, I think I'm starting to think deep down. Some of these heifers are going after her because they've never seen a black family like that before. They don't know they don't know what it's like to be that happy with a man because they're so busy trying to be, you know, independent. Who do we got coming to stage? Oh, nobody yet. But you know, they're so busy trying to be independent that they that when they see a real relationship, they don't know how to handle it. What's good, Andre?
Oh, what's good, brother? What's good, chat?
Doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah, I fucking knew it.
What?
I knew it. The fucking what's her face, Jess? I knew
Oh,
it.
oh, you
I
still
just
like her? I'm
no,
gonna get you for still liking her, right?
nah, like y'all be roasting me on that shit. Like I didn't like I was trolling, but yeah, I caught like the playback at the end of that stream. Like like
Yeah.
when I was saying when she was like kicking that bullshit to me, like I knew something was up with that. And then when
Yeah.
dude like
Here's the thing, man. You don't always need to respond. I caught the game she was on a couple streams ago, so she's a
no,
she's a she's a 92. She's a typical 92. It is what it
no,
is. It's not.
that
You need to. Yeah, you don't all. Yeah, I know you're itching to say something to her, but sometimes you just need to let them talk, and uh,
no,
and
like
and, and they'll
I
and they'll expose
actually,
themselves.
I actually like I have no complaints with like I mean obviously it pissed me off at the time, but like
Hey, Merry
after
Christmas, Snowman. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling all right.
yeah, Merry Christmas, Norman. Like yeah, it actually pissed me off at the time, of course, not being able to respond, but like
Oh, okay.
listening to everything unfold. I'm like, okay, it was best to take me down because I probably would have cussed her out and it would have just went sideways and you guys wouldn't have been able to see the real her.
Yeah, she'll
So
probably be back, but.
But at least she exposed herself. Like I'm happy with that because I knew something was up with that chick, man. Like I said, like when she was on that
Well,
bullshit.
Andre, we knew. We just most of us know, man. She's not the first. She won't be the last.
Well, I mean, like
That's why I didn't say much because I've seen it before that she's not the first.
well, like even in that stream from yesterday, like when I was catching the playback, like near the end of the stream, like I did hear somebody saying that like she wasn't being disrespectful. I'm like, maybe to y'all, she was being disrespectful to me. That's why I fucking called her ass out.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's crazy and it was hilarious. I asked BGS to send me the screenshots of the back chat because yeah.
I'll tell you what I was offended by, but I'll tell you what I was more offended by is that her making us watch that video of that simp. That was so unbearable. That was unbearable.
Colby, you said that I was right, but I didn't have to be disrespectful to her. She was being disrespectful to me, and all I did was respond, right? Like I'm that type of dude. Like if somebody says some disrespectful shit, I'm gonna call it out. I don't let shit slide. I don't care who it is. And like, yeah, to AB to what you were saying, it's like, yeah, that video was brutal to watch. I even seen you get out of character on that one.
Yeah, that video was actually a little bit more offensive to me because I was like, oh, the simp, he was simping so hard. I was like, that. I was like, you have to understand. I have to walk out of. I can't listen to a dude simp like that. I have to walk out of the room.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
even going
heard
to
you. You're
argue with a
like,
dude like that. I'm just going to walk out of the room and go do something else.
I heard you. You're like, I can't stand niggas like that. I was fucking dying.
No, I don't know which brother said. One brother, I can't stand Christians like that. You know what I told him? I was like, bro, I'm a Christian. I can't stand Christians like that. Don't feel bad.
Is that like the only reason why you didn't?
And that's the truth. I can't stand. I really can't stand the holier than thou. I avoid them at all costs. That's why I go to a small church. And if
Yeah,
it gets
like
big,
the
if it gets big, and my pastor is not dynamic dude. If it gets big over time, it is what it is. But I usually avoid mega churches like that for that
yeah,
reason.
the only reason why I'm aware of this guy because Dr. Thunder was playing a video, one of his videos in I think in his morning streams, one of his morning streams, and I knew that dude was a simp from then, from the goofy shit he was saying in that.
I had
Otherwise, it would
never
have.
heard of him, but that was unbearable. Don't worry, Kobe. He'll learn. Keep hanging around BGS. You'll learn. But I'm gonna have to do some more research on this mayor out of suburban Illinois. She's named Tiffany Henyard. She's a hell of a character.
In terms of
Apparently,
what?
um, she's a textbook definition of what I would call a stragmare.
Oh, is that the scammer one or somebody else?
This is the one with the blonde hair. Called herself Super Bear. Apparently, she calls herself Super Mary, and apparently, she's put her suburb in about $7 million worth of debt that she did going to Las Vegas and other expenditures.
Oh, okay, yeah, you are talking about that Stragner. Like, yeah, like I was actually recently seeing some shit claiming that she got herself in some trouble now. I don't know if it's true or not, but they were doing like a report on her. I don't remember who was playing this, but somebody was playing a video about her, and it was just showing how shady she was.
Hmm. Yes, the link is if you want to come up, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. It should be
And
pinned at the top of the chat because that's where I put it. But
she was doing
yeah.
shady shit. Apparently, she was like selling shirts, but the shirts were being paid for by the government,
Oh
and
wow.
it was supposedly being sold for a charity that I believe was owned by her or somebody in her circle.
Translation going back to her. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I heard that they had a ceasefire deal, but I haven't heard too much about it for Palestine and Israel. But I haven't.
Yeah, I did see something about the ceasefire. It was saying that apparently the U.S. was like they apparently vetoed the.
Yeah, they've done that a couple times, unfortunately.
Yeah, another reason why you know who has to go.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. As I told you, and as BJ has told you, we can't tell you how 2024 is going to work out. We don't know how much cheating they're going to do. I mean, you saw how they did Bernie back in 2016 and 2020. So we can't tell you how this is going to play out. They're not even trying. They're already cheating the Democratic candidates out of the trying to get the nomination. They're not even holding proper primaries and shit, man. So we'll see what happens. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. I got a phone call.
Yeah, I know how that is. Everyone watching, like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app, and support the show.
Well, yeah, when I was asking about like how the election was gonna go, I'm not looking for like a realistic response because of course nobody's gonna know that in advance. It's just I'm just looking at like
And the optics
basically
now,
what you guys' thoughts are on it.
if they don't stop playing around, Trump could win in a landslide. That I didn't think that that's very possible. If they don't
Yeah,
stop fooling around the way they're fooling around, Trump could win in a landslide. I wouldn't have said if Biden's poll number was better, I wouldn't be saying that. But the way they're going, Trump could possibly win in a landslide, and they have nobody to blame but themselves.
possibly. I think that's almost guaranteed at this point,
We'll
unless they
see.
fuck them over legally.
We'll see. Anything could happen though, so I'm not guaranteeing that Trump's going to win a landslide, but anything can happen. Biden's is incredibly unpopular. In fact, they say his poll numbers are worse than Jimmy Carter's. And
Don't understand the reference, but yeah, it sounds like shit to me.
Jimmy Carter got crushed by Ronald Reagan in a landslide in
Oh shit.
1980. I think it was 1981, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and look when
No,
that
it's all good. I
election
understand what
happened.
you're trying to say though.
And they had during the presidential debate back during that time. They Ronald Reagan said, "Are you better off?" And they said that was pretty much it for Jimmy Carter. And you got 8 years of Ronald Reagan, as my father called him, the actor.
Yeah, because I don't know about like the inner workings of the politics going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just looking at like I was just looking at like I was just looking at the stock market, right?
Yep.
And I've noticed that it's been rising, and at least one of like the indexes I was looking at it was past its all-time high, and that was like during COVID and shit too.
Yep.
What it is now, you know. And I was wondering about that, and I think it was BGS was saying that part of the reason that they're propping this shit up right now is because there's an election coming,
Mm-hmm.
which makes perfect sense, right?
Yep.
And then looking at that, I'm just like, just hearing you guys talk and looking at what I see in the news and all this kind of shit and all this negative press about Biden, it kind of makes me think that people are believing that
Mm-hmm.
Trump is gonna be the person to be reelected. Otherwise, why would they be investing so much money? Which
And the
I know people are
shenanigans.
gonna invest regardless, right? But like, It's
Now I've heard recently that a judge in Colorado made it so that Trump stays on the ballot, but I'm not sure if it's still going to the Supreme Court or not. This case in Colorado,
oh, really?
I do
Well,
know that. Now I do know that some. Oh damn, Charles is. Oh, he's watching. Okay, cool. I do know that some knuckleheads on YouTube are trying to defend the Colorado decision, but I'm not even gonna say their names. But yeah,
blue, no matter who.
yep, I call them butthurt blue, no matter who. What's good, Paul? Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App. If you want to come up on the panel, the link's pinned to the top of the chat. But yeah, um, if it does go to the Supreme Court, I expect it to get overturned because it's really on some faulty. It's really on some faulty bullshit. He hasn't been convicted of insurrection directly, so their argument is kind of bullshit. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was mostly just wondering like what direction you guys thought the election was gonna go, just so I could, try to profit off this shit.
It looks like it's going to Trump. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yep. Here's a little short I got. Never claimed to be the. Oops, not that one. Yeah, let me do double standard.
Suggesting that Republican states take Joe Biden off the ballot for no good reason.
So it's okay to disenfranchise Colorado voters from voting for Donald Trump, but now y'all want to get mad at Republicans, disenfranchise Democrat voters for voting for Joe Biden. What goes around comes around. Y'all the one that started this fight. Y'all the one that in Michigan, now in California. Y'all the one want to take Trump off the ballot. Now you have the nerve to complain when Republicans turn around and do the same thing to you. Hypocrite much. Hypocrite much.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and
Yes,
laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Russia.
Yep. I forgot to upload that one. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking to you about BGS yesterday. Can you hear it?
I don't hear anything yet.
Okay.
Do you mean like what you were just playing, or are you playing something
Yeah,
else?
what I was just playing.
I actually didn't really hear it that well.
Yeah, let me turn it up.
I mostly caught the end. Was she saying something about cheap labor?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Russia will never be able to take Ukraine because the Russians only have one strategy when it comes.
The average age of a Ukraine soldier right now is 40 plus. Translation, they're older than me. There are reports of pregnant women serving in the Ukraine army. Russia will never be able to take Ukraine. What news are you watching? Ukraine is on the verge of collapse. Zelensky had to cancel the election probably because they would kick him out. You just don't know what you're talking about. Get the fact. Yeah, that's what's going on in foreign policy, pretty much.
I mean, Ukraine was just getting a lot of aid from fucking everywhere, especially U.S., Canada, UK, shit like that.
Yep, and they still had to send their 40+ euros to go out there and fight. It's actually so bad that Russian soldiers feel bad for them.
Oh, really? I never heard that.
So yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like their president was talking shit to Putin, so I mean, you kind of cause it on yourself.
Yep. Let me go listening to Sorry, let me go listen to Charles for a little bit.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride?
Snowman and
Look
Charles.
no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com
Can you hear that?
today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed
Yeah, I can hear it.
your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of
We
action.
listen to you now,
With live
Snowman.
in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Welcome to the BetUS.com Sunday Football Halftime Report. Here is Brian Snow.
Just listen to Brian here for a little bit.
Well, Sunday Night Football is Monday Night Football, and thank you to I'm Listening for joining us. If y'all love the coverage that we are bringing to you, then do us a favor and drop us a donation via Cash App. The sign you need is $ Tallman Dr. K50. And then I will tell you all in a few minutes about the Snowman Stadium tour before we get you ready for the second half of tonight's ball game. Brock Purdy is 9 of 16, 144 yards. Unfortunately, he's thrown 3 interceptions. One of them has resulted in a touchdown. The other has resulted in a field goal. Lamar Jackson, 16 of 27 for 129 yards. He's also carried the ball 3 times for 36 yards. So in that aspect, the 49er defense has held Lamar in check. That 30-yard gain set up the field goal where it was 3rd down and 16, and Lamar, being Lamar, was able to pick it up. Zay Flowers has caught 7 for 53 yards. George the Animal Kittle caught 3 for 91 in the first quarter. Hasn't touched the ball since, but I got a feeling that is going to change. Your leading rusher in the game is Christian McCaffrey. He has carried the ball 9 times for 84 yards plus a touchdown. That got the 49ers within 13-12. The Niners about game Baltimore 231 to 176. Unfortunately, turned the ball over 3 times. Baltimore has not. 13 first downs for the Baltimore Ravens, only 10 for the 49ers. And the Ravens have held the ball for 16 minutes and 12 seconds, while the Niners had the ball for 13 minutes and 48 seconds. All right, now to tell you guys about something that is very dear to me. Mr. Donnie Mack, welcome to you. Something that is very dear to me, and you see the scroll at the bottom of the screen, it's the Snowman Stadium Tour. I want to have a chance to see every stadium in the country, but I also want to add something to this and make my contribution to society. For you see, I am a survivor of pancreatic cancer, stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I was not supposed to survive any of that, which I did. But the thing is, I did, and the one person who believed in me and believed in me surviving, the first person that believed was my wife Jody. When we moved back to Indiana from North Carolina, we were given no hope because Duke University Cancer Center said you cannot. There is no hope, and you need to get your affairs in order. Jody said, I'm not having that," and she got us hooked up with some health care, and I met my oncologist who made a call to the fellow who saved my life, and that was Dr. Attila Nakib. And you know something? I cannot thank him. I cannot thank my family enough. And the way I can pay them back is doing the doing this fundraiser as best as I can, not just now, but all the way into the new year, where we can go tour stadiums and I can talk to cancer patients and make my and be a motivational speaker. Because I had a young lady, her name is Addison, she's 8 years old, tell me that she was motivated by what I said to her. And what I said to her was, you can do anything. I told her the exact message that my dad told me. Don't let anyone stop you from pursuing your dreams. And I mean every word of that. I don't want anyone to be deterred from chasing their dreams. Because if you're deterred from that, then what do you have left? And I wanted to leave her and her mom with that message. And I wanted to be sure that everybody hears that, believes that, no matter what you're going through, especially cancer. And one of the reasons that I am doing this, I want to raise a lot of money for cancer research as well as my family. So the link that you need, in case you can't hear me, because I think AB Media is tuning us in, and I'm getting rated from the Blood family. It's in the blood. Says much love, Snowman. Here's the blood rate. Thank you, Jim Wyatt, Panther Raider X. Thank you to all. I will post the link to the GoFundMe in the chat. It is gofundme.com/F/Snowman Stadium Tour. That is gofundme.com/F/Snowman Stadium Tour. We want to begin this tour next summer when I'm all healed up, I get a clean bill of health, and we'll be ready to travel. And I want to meet a lot of you also that have listened to my broadcast and come talk to you, just sit down and chat with you. Let me know what you're going through. All right, because I believe that no one can go through what I've been through in the past 2 years with blood clots, with pancreatic cancer, and a recent visit because of a failing kidney, which is now stronger because I have cut out coffee, I've cut out caffeine, and I'm drinking a lot more water than normal. Those are the reasons I want to do this, and I also want to honor my beautiful wife, Jody. And the hashtag I've used, this one's for Jody. So if y'all can help out either with a contribution to tonight via Cash App, $ Tallman Dr. K50 to help with the grocery fund, that would be great. And to help with the house fund, let me put it that way, to help with the house fund, that would be great. And if you can help with the long range plan that we have, gofundme.com/F/Snowman Stadium Tour, that will be great also, because we're trying to get our heads above water. I am working, but it's not enough. It's not enough, especially for someone who was declared disabled, but because of a couple of things I wasn't aware of, unable to claim SSI and unable to claim disability. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to do it this way with my broadcasting, well, with the job that I have now, and just do whatever I can and give a big fat finger to the people who say I can't do this. I'm going to do this. I want to do this, and I want my family to really be a part of it. Once again, I'm going to post the link here in the chat in just a moment. That is it for the halftime report. Thank you all very, very much for listening to me. Thank you for listening to the purpose for the Snowman Stadium Tour. And thank you for believing in me and how much of an impact I want to make on society, especially when it comes to cancer patients. Baltimore 16, 49ers 12. The second half comes your way after this.
Thank you for watching the Sunday Night Football.
All right, we'll cut back on to a minute when they start playing the game again. But yeah, support the snowman. Good brother, good broadcaster. Certainly better than what you watch on ESPN. Please support the snowman and his GoFundMe campaign as he has put in the chat. Yeah, I wish I'd known he was on. I would have started a little bit later. But here's what it is. We can both make money at the same time. You still there, Andre?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I wanted to support the snowman and his campaign. Yeah, he's on Charles's channel from the looks of it. Yeah.
I think they're both streaming actually. I believe they're both
Oh, okay.
streaming.
Yeah, it sounds like a good game. So we can listen to that while the stream's going. Let's see.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee,
Nice.
veteran owned.
Listen to Snowman called a game between the Ravens and the 49ers.
All right, we are 21 subscribers away from 1,000. We got 20 people listening and watching. If y'all could be so kind as to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and subscribe, it would be very, very
Speaking of
much
which, let me check
appreciated.
mine.
I know Charles is still with me. He's got some guests right now, but it's streaming to his channel. Niners get the ball to start the second half as Justin Tucker kicks it away, and it will go to and through the end zone for a touchback. And the Niners would love to begin this second half by getting down the field. They were doing it on the first drive of the game, but then they were intercepted. Brock Purdy has thrown 3 interceptions in the first half, and yet the 49ers are within one score of the Baltimore Ravens, and it went just about the way I expected it. Mel Logic in the house. What's good, Mel? Thank you for joining. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the channel. If you like what you hear, do me a favor, drop a cash app to the house fund at $Tallman.K50. That's cash app tag. First and 10 for the 49ers. They started their own 25 with a toss to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey is dragged down after about a gain of 1. Roquan Smith, the first one back there. He'll get 1. It'll be second down and 9 from that point. My buddy Sharif Ahmed, big time Ravens fan. He's tuning in tonight. Sharif, I love you, brother. Thank you so very, very much. We got 22 people watching. Let's see what happens the rest of this game. It's all about Christian McCaffrey. He's got 1,377 rushing yards.
Nice.
He's tied for first in the NFL with 21 touchdowns. They'll operate out of the pistol with 5 on the play clock. Purdy waits. 3, 2. They fake to McCaffrey. Purdy steps up in the pocket. He throws. It's caught. George the Animal Kittle down at the 30-yard line. That's his first reception since the first quarter. And he gets down to the 30, and it leaves 3rd down and 5 coming up for the San Francisco 49ers with a minute gone in the second half. The Baltimore Ravens have held the Niners offense at bay, and the Niners come in averaging about 28 points per game coming in tonight. But since Brock Purdy has taken over, they've averaged about 32 points per game. So all that hangs in nothing really hangs in the balance because the magic number is 2 for the Niners to clinch the number 1 seed. Purdy the lone back in the backfield. He gets the snap. They bring pressure off the corner. Throws in. Oh, almost intercepted again. Ay, ay, ay. 4th and 5, and the Niners will punt for the first time tonight. Not how you want to start the second half as they go 3 and out.
No, you don't.
But you live to fight another day if you're San Francisco. The Supreme Pivot with a Cash App. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. And a good job by the Baltimore Ravens. Good job by the Ravens getting into the passing lanes once again. And we get a flag against San Francisco for what? A false start or a delay of game? It's a delay of game. Ay, ay, ay. Not how you want to start the second half if you're the 49ers.
No, it isn't.
Yep, it's a false start. It's a false start. You have to stay in your position. Here's Wisnowski's punt, and it's a beauty. And it's taken Tylan Flowers back to the 20-yard line to the 30 and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And a flag comes in for a late hit out of bounds. The Niners are self-destructing tonight. It's Mitch Wisnowski that laid the hit.
Uh-oh.
Yep, it's against the 49ers. And they'll add 15, and Baltimore will begin in 49er territory.
All right.
Man, I hate to say it about this game, and that's a good call against Wisnowski.
We're listening to the Snowman called
the returner out
the Baltimore Ravens versus
we'll take
49ers.
The Ravens have the ball up 16-12. We're back after this.
Dropped out there for a little bit.
Yeah, my phone connected to my other set of fucking earbuds.
Yeah, what's good, SC Gula? We're listening to Snowman called the Ravens and 49ers game. They're doing a commercial right now. I'll cut it back on in a minute. But that's one way. That's one way to do Christmas. Listen to a football game.
I've never been big on like watching sports. I'm more like playing them.
Okay. Yep. Merry Christmas, Snowman. We're playing you now.
But I do play football. I play soccer though.
Oh, soccer. Okay.
I play soccer and I play football.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that
nice coffee ad, Snowman.
That pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 50% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Of course, I'll be with you next Sunday for the 49ers and the Redskins from Washington. As far as the college football playoff goes, I know I will be able to get in Michigan and Alabama. That's the feature. And Texas and Washington is the second game. That's going to depend on timing. And we'll see how that goes. Gus Edwards, 3 rushes, 10 yards. He has a touchdown. Zay Flowers has caught 7 for 53 yards. And the Ravens will begin in 49er territory at the 44-yard line after the penalty and the punt and the return. Jackson out of the shotgun formation, takes the bell high snap, fakes the handoff,
give me a second.
back to throw, great protection, stepping up into the pocket, escapes to his right and throws. It's caught by Edwards inside the 20, 15, 10, and wrestled out of bounds at the 5-yard line on a terrific play. Oh, what a play. 39 yards on that reception, and it's first and goal, Baltimore once again. When you don't take advantage of opportunities, and I will say it aloud, when you don't take advantage of opportunities, things like this tend to happen. The Niners got the ball to start the second half. Bosa has been double teamed all night. And you know what? They've done a great job in containing this 49er rush, this ignorant pass rush. 16-12 Baltimore, second down and goal coming up for the Baltimore Ravens as they look to get more points. Niners trying to hold them one more time. The Ravens are 1 for 3 in the red zone. From the 6-yard line, it's second down. Justin Tucker for the extra point between the hashes. Snap is backing down, and the kick is good. And the Baltimore Ravens have gone out to an 11-point lead by a count of 23-12. But I've said all night, it's all about how you respond. Let's see how the 49ers respond when you all get back.
Best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now,
yeah, Snowman, if you listen, it won't let me link over there while I'm on my own stream.
Your first purchase. That's only the power of SeatGeek, where fans get fans. Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether
We
you're
got Canada wired us or something.
territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and
Well,
taste
I'm on my phone and I'm multitasking, so it cuts out sometimes.
your first
Oh, okay.
order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Man, my hats off to the Baltimore Ravens. They have torn us up. They've torn the 40. They have torn the 49ers up, man.
Yeah.
It's 23-12. There's plenty of time for the 49ers to come back and get this one, but this Baltimore team has come prepared. Oh man, I got nothing but love for them with the way that they have played tonight against the number one team in the NFL. And of course, the power rankings are going to have the Niners taking a dip. But you know what? This will tune the 49ers up for the playoffs.
Playoffs? You talking about playoffs? Playoffs?
It's in the blood family. 23-12 our score. 12:07 left in the third quarter, and the Niners will have the ball for the second time as the kick goes to and through the end zone. And the running game for the 49ers has been good, but it hasn't been great. because the Baltimore Ravens have found a way to stop McCaffrey. They have found a way to stop McCaffrey. And McCaffrey has gotten some big gains tonight. But at the same time, the Baltimore Ravens have been ready for him. They have been ready for him. They'll start at the 25-yard line. And the snap to Purdy. Still throwing. He throws and it's picked off. The fourth interception of the night, and it's Patrick Queen who breaks loose inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
This is a horrible night for Brock Purdy. The pressure of the Baltimore Ravens has gotten to them. And good gracious. And do we have a flag at the end of the play? I don't think so. But Patrick Queen read that perfectly. And Purdy was hit right when he threw the ball. And Trent Williams took the ball back. That's why they're pointing. Trent Williams took the ball back. What? Trent Williams took the ball back. What a play. What a play. Let's get a confirmation. Are they going to say that he's down? If he's down, then it's Baltimore football. But it looks like Trent Williams took the ball before he was down. That's why the 49ers were pointing. Trent Williams took the ball. Nope, it stays with Baltimore, and it's first and goal. Fourth interception of the night for Purdy on a horrible game. And I already know what all the narratives are going to be saying in the morning. I already know what they're going to be saying. That is a great play by Patrick Queen. $148 yards and a career-high 4 interceptions with no touchdowns for Brock Purdy. Man, oh man. And I know he's frustrated. And elbow down, that's a good call. Yeah.
Can y'all hear that? Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can
Andre,
hear
you
it.
there? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear it. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we'll come back after the break. Seven watching, like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show. We enjoy football, listening to football. They'll be back on in just a minute. Um, so what's it like? So, give me a second. Andre, what's it like watching Canadian football? You like Canadian football? Andre, you there?
No, I don't really watch sports in general, but especially not Canadian football. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
basically low budget NFL.
Okay. Yeah.
Like basically like college football in the States. It's most likely way bigger than fucking the whole Canadian Football League.
No doubt. It's probably bigger than the NFL too. With them bowl games and stuff.
Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
That's an interesting take. I never thought about that, but you could be right on that.
Back to listening to Snowman.
Man, Brock Purdy is having a very difficult night, trailing 30-12. He's thrown 4 interceptions, and 2 of those interceptions have resulted in red zone touchdowns for the Baltimore Ravens. And kudos to the Baltimore Ravens. They are just kicking our ass right now. This is the largest deficit we have faced all season, including the Cincinnati game. Here comes Debo out to the 10, slips, and he's down at the 16-yard line. Man alive, the turnovers have hurt the 49ers. And it all started in the first quarter when it looked like they were just going to fly in and get an opening drive touchdown, and then 2 of those interceptions have come on, 3 of the 4 interceptions tonight have come on deflections. But you can expect, if it's not this game, you can expect this kid, Brock Purdy, to respond. He's 10 of 19 for 148 yards, and he'll throw over the middle. That pass is incomplete, looking for Debo Samuel, and then they had another interception.
Wow.
Man, oh man, when you go take the tour and visit the fan store, I plan to, Supreme Pivot. I absolutely plan to. That 49ers show will follow this broadcast, and I'll break down simply what happened in this game. I mean, the Niners have gotten, you know what? The Ravens have deflected 7 passes tonight. That's an understatement at best. Yeah, you better believe it. 3 pass breakups for Brandon Stevens, 2 of them resulting in interceptions. Purdy to throw. And a Debo. That pass is caught by Debo Samuel out to the 35-yard line. And that's a first down. Is it me, or do the Cowboys have a real shot in the NFC playoffs? No, they don't. Ain't no half-stepping. They don't. And I believe I have Mr. Faulkner back on with me. I believe I have him back. What a job by the Ravens tonight. There's still a long way to go in the second half, so the Niners can still make this interesting, but they have to get some points. 3 receptions, 38 yards for Debo Samuel. Fake to McCaffrey. 30 to throw. It is caught by, is that Juice? Yep, that's Kyle Juszczyk. Juszczyk with his first catch of the night. 10:50 left in the third quarter. And Dr. Faulkner, your Ravens are putting on a hell of a performance tonight. I'm a It is. It's a very dangerous Ravens team. Let me tell you something, Charles. You already know if this score holds, and I think it will, you know what the narratives are going to be that are all going to come flying in about the 49ers. We'll talk about that in a moment. To the eye for Juszczyk in front of Captain. The Captain gets the ball, sprinting to his right. They're ready for him, and they drop him for a 2-yard loss. They are going to be ready to drop the hammer on San Francisco, calling them frauds and all kinds of stuff. And they haven't
Probably.
seen what the Niners have gone through this season. So all of the mainstream media, you already know what's coming. It's gonna be a butcher shot. It is. It is. Butcher shot. I mean, I get it as a Ravens fan. Who did the Ravens face? Right. You play a losing football. Like, what do the Ravens face? Over the middle, dropped. And Debo Samuel, but we get a flag. Man, I'll tell you what, these Baltimore Ravens are playing hellified. They're playing hellified defense. They're playing hellified defense. This is the best defense. The illegal shift against San Francisco, they'll decline it, and it's 4th down. And it's 4th and 7, and the Niners will punt it away. This has not been a good night for San Francisco. This happens to all teams. And I know it's going to be a butcher fest for San Francisco. I already know it is. And I know somewhere Cam Newton is laughing, and he still doesn't have a job in the league. And he won't ever get a job in the league. Everybody has a bad night, including Lamar, including Brock Purdy, including Dak. Everybody has a bad night. Here's a punt by Mitch Wisnowski, and it's going to drop, and it's going to roll inside the 10 and down at the 5-yard line with 9:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Oh, this is a frustrating night. But I'll tell you what, Charles, the NFC West is sewn up. The number 1 seed is still in sight. You just have to win the last 2 games. But I will throw your team some flowers again, man. They have played dynamite tonight. And it's kind of what I expected. Baltimore came in ready, and we didn't. It's as simple as that.
Monday Night Football, folks.
The Baltimore Ravens came in ready, and they have taken us to the woodshed, man. They've picked off Purdy 4 times. They've turned 2 of them into touchdowns. And good teams do what good teams do. Good teams do what good teams do. I think this is kind of a wake-up call that the 49ers need, just like that 3-game losing streak where everybody tore up Brock Purdy and tore up the 49ers saying, oh, look what they've done. And I know Cam Newton is having a ball looking at this game. Hey, Cam, there's still about 24 minutes left in the game. And I've seen crazier comebacks. Not saying it may happen against this dynamite Baltimore defense. But this is one of the games, like I said at the top of the broadcast, where I particularly don't have a rooting interest because I love what the 49ers have done, and I love what the Baltimore Ravens have done. I love how they play. Everyone has counted the Ravens out this week. I picked the Niners too, but I also said it could be a defensive slobber knocker or it could be a track meet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have the Ravens surprised me? No. And the reason I say that they haven't surprised me is because they have played this way all year. Everybody counted the Ravens out after they lost J.K. Dobbins. Let's be real. All right? They counted after J.K. Dobbins got injured and lost for the year. You know, no one expected Gus Edwards to do what he did, except me. No one expected them to lose Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely will step up. Every team has a frustrating night, and this is one for San Francisco. They've had 3 of them in a row. Okay, when they lost to Cleveland, when they lost to who else? Minnesota and Cincinnati. They get a bye week, and then they rip off 6 in a row, and now they're getting knocked in the mouth. Lamar has been in this scenario before, having home field in the AFC playoffs before. Yeah, 2019, and they lost to Tennessee. Best thing for the 49ers, see what you can do for the rest of this game, and then just reset. That's all. 9:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Jackson out of the pistol formation, hands it to Justice Hill, and Hill's going to be caught and dropped before he reaches the 10-yard line. All streaks must end. And you know the best part about it, you get to start another one. You get to start another one. They are facing a buzzsaw tonight in the Baltimore Ravens. All right? I'm saying it's real, and no one else was saying as real as me. No one else was saying as real as me. They're facing a buzzsaw tonight. 2nd down and 7. The Ravens have scored on 6 straight drives. Yep. This is the number 1 seed. Yes, this is the number 1 seed. 3rd and 1. Hill caught and it's Jackson who pulled it and kept it for a first down, but a flag is down. Let's check the flag. And this may come back. Nope, it's defensive holding. The Niners have shot themselves in the foot so many times tonight. It's on Javon Kinlaw. It's on Javon Kinlaw, and that's a first down for Baltimore. This is the opponent that the 49ers needed to wake them up. I'll say it again. I'm saying this with a smile on my face because I know we got business to take care of. And that was a great fake. That was a great pull by Lamar Jackson, who faked it to Justice Hill. Nick Bosa was there at a first down for Baltimore at the 22-yard line. 8 minutes left. Niners have been penalized 7 times for 82 yards. That also shot him in the foot. Here's Jackson, back to throw, has time, over the middle. That pass is caught by Isaiah Likely out to the 40, 45, still going at the 50, and gets inside San Francisco territory at the 45-yard line. Deshaun Gibson makes the tackle. And what can you do on a night like this? Every day, everybody was hyped. It was overhyped, and the Niners got started early, but they were unable, and the Ravens have just out-physicaled them since the first quarter. The Ravens have simply out-physicaled them since the first quarter. 34-yard gain on that reception. Jackson under center with a back behind him. That's Justice Hill. Receivers right and left. And they fake it to Hill. Jackson to throw. In the pocket. He throws. It's caught again. On the run. Inside the 30. Justice Hill down inside the 25. Down to the 21-yard line. 23 more. Man, they're making this too easy. Dorian Flanagan fouls, makes the stop on the reception by Justice Hill, was now caught 3 for 31 yards. And this is the most points that the 49ers have given up at home since last year against Kansas City, where they gave up 44 and lost 44-28. 1st and 10, 6:24 left, 3rd quarter. It's all Ravens, 30-12. Out of the pistol formation, they hand it to Justice Hill, and Hill is going to be caught by Randy Gregory and dropped for about a yard gain to the 20-yard line.
No, man, this is an eye opener, man.
It is, man. It is. It is.
This is an eye opener. You know, when people
it's an eye opener for me. You know, I've watched the Ravens in passing, but seeing how good they are up front and how they're leaning on this 49er defense, man, y'all are the number 1 seed in the AFC for a reason. Okay? Y'all are the number 1 team in the AFC for a reason. Here's the snap to Jackson. Over the middle. Caught Zay Flowers inside the 15 and down to the 10-yard line, and another 1st and goal. And this 49ers defense is worn out.
See, the one thing about it, the defense is so prolific, man.
Yeah.
But Lamar complements it so well. Because did you see that pass, the Flowers, and the end zone? It looked effortless.
It was. And it's so effortless for Lamar Jackson. And remember, Lamar Jackson's had to have a few wake-up calls himself. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's had to have a few wake-up calls himself, which is what Brock Purdy and the Niners are getting right now. 1st down and goal. Jackson keeps it inside the 10, inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. This is too easy for Brock. They're making this seem so effortless and so easy against this San Francisco defense And you know something? All I can do is just stand back and applaud the way Baltimore has come in and taken it to us tonight.
Oh, yeah,
Simply
by the
put,
way, not bad for a running back.
not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Not bad for a running back.
787 rushing yards for Lamar Jackson to this point. Here's Gus Edwards up the middle. Edwards is caught and dropped at the 1 yard line. Gain of 2, Dre Greenlaw on the stop.
You know the beautiful thing about plays like this, you can take your time.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking their time. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's what the Ravens are sending tonight.
Kind of statement
And
you
I
want to
love
make,
it.
folks.
I love it. I love it for two reasons. One, the message that the Ravens are sending, and two, the wake-up call that the 49ers are getting. Because don't get it twisted, folks. I don't care what the main media is going to say, and it's going to be a butcher shop. I know it is. I know it's going to be a butcher shop. But you know something?
I want to say this part. Don't say we haven't played any good teams.
Exactly.
Don't play any championship caliber teams. Don't say that, oh, well, he can't throw the ball accurate.
Oh, yes, he can. He's throwing the ball accurately against us tonight. Justin Tucker on for his third field goal of the night. This will come from 24 yards. Backing down, and it's good. And it's all Ravens right now, 33-12 here in the third period.
Man.
And the Ravens are running away. They have run away and hid.
I mean, they running people's pockets right now, man.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, they are. And I got nothing to say, but I got nothing but love for them. If you like what you hear, please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Hit us with the Cash App. The tag you need is $ Tallman Dr. K50. Charles and I will talk about this game and a few other things after we're done. After the game is done. And I'll tell you what, man, I still believe, and I'm going to continue to believe until I see different, that these two teams will meet in February in Vegas.
I mean, you saw that the guys that
Okay, back to my stream for just a little bit. We'll go back into the game in a little bit. But like they said, Baltimore's making a statement right now. The score is 33-12, I believe. And I'm sure Andre will be back in a minute. But yeah, if anybody else want to come up, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, and you can come up at any time. You know what? Stay tuned. I'm gonna cut this stream off right now, and I'm going to go join Snowman and them. And there'll be a part 2 to this. So for now, this is AB Media 83, and I'm out.